Now to that urgent hunt tonight for a fugitive charged in 2 murders, and he is just 13. He escaped from a holding room after a court appearance, getting away barefoot and in leg restraint.
North Carolina authorities tonight have helicopters in the air and police on the ground, all searching for the fugitive 13-year-old who, for now, they're only identifying as Jericho W. Even though he's a juvenile, they're taking the unusual step of releasing his booking photo after he escaped from the custody of state law enforcement officers Tuesday while returning from juvenile court in Lumberton. State officials say he was wearing leg restraints and no shoes when a guard opened a door and he ran. Police say he was being held on serious crimes, accused of 2 counts of first-degree murder and robbery with a dangerous weapon.
A man convicted in a murder 23 years ago, scheduled to be executed in 2 weeks. He has always maintained his innocence, and tonight is there new evidence casting doubt. He has some high-profile names coming to his defense now. Prosecutors say he did it.
Tonight, ABC News was granted rare access to sit down face-to-face with convicted murderer 51-year-old Rodney Reed.
I know that I'm innocent. I am innocent, absolutely innocent.
In 1996, the body of 19-year-old Stacy Stites was found on the side of this rural country road near Bastrop, Texas.
Strangled 19-year-old Stacy Stites.
She had her plans and she had her marriage coming up, and now somebody's taken that away.
The community stunned. Rodney Reed was later arrested and convicted of her murder, a crime for which he has sat on death row for 21 years.
The right man has been convicted beyond a reasonable doubt of Stacy Stites' murder.
Well, Boeing is facing trouble yet again after another airline found cracks in its planes. Ryanair is the latest Boeing customer to find issues with some of their 737s. The issues forced the airline to ground 3 planes.
Today, Boeing facing more backlash. Ryanair, which is Europe's largest 737 Boeing operator, is revealing that there were cracks found near the fuselage and the wings of 3 of its planes, despite previously saying that they didn't anticipate the cracking issue to be a problem for operations. After reviewing a copy of the airline's engineering logs, The Guardian is reporting that at least 3 of Ryanair's planes suffered from faults in the pickle fork, a structure that connects the plane body, wing, and landing gear. Ryanair says that all grounded jets are over 15 years old, and the airline is inspecting its younger aircraft and has not found any further issues.
Security scare at Twitter. Federal prosecutors have accused 2 former employees of manipulating the social media platform to spy for Saudi Arabia.
George, good morning. It's a deeply disturbing story. Allegations of compromised Twitter employees willing to access and steal the private information of users who were seen as critics of the Saudi government, which the CIA has accused of assassinating a Washington Post journalist.
Twitter now part of so many lives, a place to share that users hope will be safe, protected. But this morning, accusations by federal prosecutors that a Saudi official bribed 2 former Twitter employees to spy on users. The alleged targeted users, critics of the Saudi government, and accusations of bribes involving hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Bosco Ntaganda has been nicknamed by the people of Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo as the Terminator. He's a former rebel leader accused of human rights abuses in several parts of the region. Judges at the International Criminal Court have found him guilty of crimes against humanity and war crimes, including murder, using child soldiers, and sexual slavery. The crimes were committed in Ituri province between 2002 and 2003 by the Patriotic Force for the Liberation of Congo rebel group. Ntaganda led the military wing. Thomas Lubanga was the head of the group and is serving 14 years in jail at the ICC.
While South Korea and the U.S. are to carry out a combined aerial exercise later this year, North Korea is angry, saying it can only take that as a declaration of confrontation. But the U.S. says it wouldn't scale down its exercises with Seoul based on the North's anger.
The South Korea-U.S. joint air exercise will be carried out as planned, regardless of whether it angers North Korea. That's the reaction from the U.S. after Pyongyang senior diplomat condemned the upcoming Seoul-Washington exercise. To the Voice of America, the U.S. Defense Department spokesperson David Eastburn said, quote, "We don't scale or conduct our exercises based on North Korea's anger." He added that the exercises are to ensure readiness and enhance interoperability between South Korea and the U.S.
Good day to you and good day to the viewers. We're coming to you live from the scene where 2 trucks were looted on the N1 in the Dwarens in the Boland. One of the trucks has since been removed, but the last one is still here standing. And there were TVs worth millions that were looted and taken from the truck during unrest when protesters took to the streets and blockaded the roads early this morning. They blocked the roads with rubble, bricks, tires were burning. The scene at the moment is currently quite calm, and behind me you'll see one of the trucks is still left. This is the one that the TVs were taken from. At the moment there's also law enforcement presence, strong law enforcement presence in the area. We have traffic cops, there's police officers on the scene, and they're also conducting searches within the nearby area.
At least 47 people have been killed in an attack on mining employees in Burkina Faso. A convoy carrying staff from a Canadian-owned mine was targeted in the east. They were being escorted by the military.
Well, what's interesting, Sammy, with this attack, it happened in the east of the country, bordering Benin and Niger, not in the borders that border Mali, which is where most of the attacks took place. On Sunday, there was an attack on the deputy mayor of Djibi, someone that we had interviewed, and he was assassinated and killed on the Mali border. So this attack taking place in the east of the country is highly unusual. It shows that the armed groups involved in these attacks have spread across the country. And it comes at a time where the defense minister of France visited Burkina Faso just on Monday.
Mr. Renzi, can you tell us what is going on?
I'm not admitted. I'm not allowed to board with high international flight.
It's Thailandese authorities.
They said they have received from very high up the instruction not to allow me to board.
What are you going to do?
I'm very shocked. I'm very disappointed. I have to go back to Cambodia. My people are waiting for me.